Hey, what's up, guys? Here is Anthony Pius here, just doing another video response. I know I'm doing a lot of these lately, and so I want to do a video response to Bluejacket66. I almost forgot who I was doing a video response for. So he wanted to know about who inspired us to collect, and I've always kind of told this story before. If you want to see other videos that were similar to this, you can go check through my channel. But I may leave a link to another video where I talk about it. Maybe also a link to where I show some of my oddball collection. And if I do show you that, that's probably because I've never sold it off. I still own the collection. If you want me to do an update to that collection, let me know and I'll be happy to do it. It's just, since it's there, you can go watch it. Definitely, I've changed a little bit over the years. Not, like saying what I've, so I may say different things. So it would be nice to do an update, but just, that's what is there right now. So anyway, he wanted to know about who inspired us to collect. This is going to be a more specific, because I did tell the story before, but I didn't tell the whole story. There was two people that I forgot to mention just because I don't know. But because it was a whole different subject, I guess, and maybe this is the perfect time to talk about it. So I had two older cousins, male cousins, that I looked up to when I was growing up. One was about 3 years older than me, and the other one was about maybe I think 7 or 8 years older than me. And that was his name was, let's just call him JR, the oldest male cousin in my mother's side of the family. And then my second oldest would be Ed. Let's just call him Ed. This is not their real names, by the way. Well, close to their real names, but let's just say that's their name. And we grew up together, sort of. Well, Junior was a lot older than us, so he definitely didn't hang out with us that much. But I remember when we were really young. I was really young, and I would play arcades with them, Atari with them, the NES and stuff like that. So a lot of the game collection, gaming wise, was definitely from him because he was older than us, and he was on the cuff of when the gaming industry started coming. But he grew up in a hard time, so he was really, I don't know, we didn't hang out with him much, but he did get involved with a lot of bad things, and he eventually served some time in jail. He had a hard life, and we never really kept that good in touch, but he was definitely one of the people that inspired me, just because at a young age, that's where I got exposed to video games and comic books and anime and stuff like that. So he was definitely one of those guys that inspired me. And I miss him because even though we didn't talk that much, he was always very respectful to me. He didn't treat me like an older cousin that would bully me and stuff like that. He had a lot of leadership qualities, and he was very honest. Just an honest dude. So rest in peace to him. You know. So me and Ed, were closer to age, so we definitely hanged out way more. We had some of the similar social circles, and though he still was a little older than me, so he had his own separate social circle. But still, we grew up with other cousins of ours that were a little younger, and I was the oldest in my father's side of the family of cousins, male cousins, and judging for position, who was the leader, basically, because we were always hang out. There was always that. There was always a struggle for that. So, but from all of them, they all inspired me to collect. Even my brother was collecting at the time. So we all collected. Basically, it was the in thing to do, right? But Ed was the main culprit, because he was older than us. He was collecting baseball cards, comic books, video games, anime, stuff like that. He was collecting a lot of that stuff, manga, and he was the main one that inspired me to collect. It was him, so I give a shout out to him. But we grew up. We had some hard times, and because of all that, and some animosity and superiority complex, There was a lot of history between us, obviously. So because I was the second oldest in the whole group, you know. So yeah, there was a lot of fighting, and I still looked up to him. And we weren't perfect kids. We were really you know, off the wall, you know, doing a lot of bad things when we were young. We were not good kids, but I grew out of it, and several of my cousins grew out of it. You know, it was just us when we were young. We just like, you know, we didn't have much money, so we did a lot of bad things. And I'm talking about, you know, klepto stuff. But luckily, we didn't serve any time because of all that. And I know this is being more honest than some people would expect. But yeah, that's the truth. You know, that's what I know PPO man, shout outs to him. He talked about this a little bit. And I knew I knew in my face that he was one of those types as well. So not saying that I was necessarily one of those types, but I had to do it to kick it. You know, I had to do that to hang with the crew. And, you know, so, you know, you had to do what you had to do. Sorry, some people are interrupting me. Anyway, go check him out if you guys like that stuff. I would show you more of my collection, but like I said, I'm just going to give you a link on the bottom. You could go check those videos out. They have other oddball collections that I have in my possession. But anyway, I may show other stuff. I'm into what I'm still collecting at the moment is video games and, of course, sports related stuff. Some entertainment stuff like, you know, The Walking Dead. I collect that a little bit. Magic. Let's just say I collect it, but I don't really collect it. You know, there's a small collection of that. Pokemon cards, but mostly baseball and video games, to be honest. So that's all I really connect right now. So I hope you enjoy the video, and you know what to do if you haven't done it yet. Please do that. Thanks. Later. And check him out. And check me out, of course. Later.